Hi everyone, welcome back to Speaking of Iowa. I'm your host Glenn Hurst, and today it's the Game Show edition. Thanks for joining us. We're going to have a lot of fun today. I've got two special guests with me, Virgie Sanford and Analea Moore. Let's go get to know them. This is Virgie Sanford. Virgie is the diversity chair for the Potawatomi County Democratic Party. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
As you said, I'm Virgie Sanford. I am also a doctoral student at Oral Roberts University, working in higher education, educational leadership. And as the diversity chair or the affirmative action chair, I just reach out to different communities, the underserved communities, the different cultural communities in Potawatomi County to draw them into our party, to the Democratic Party.
And I would say that you're also quite humble in that you didn't mention that she was a city council candidate, made her first run for office this year, and just did a great job, really. Was a great example for the rest of us who are following along a year behind her. But we really appreciate your service. And good luck today.
All right, thank you.
So this is Analea Moore. Analea is an active member of the Potawatomi County Democratic Party as well as at the state and district level. Tell us a little bit about what you do.
I am at the Potawatomi County level. I am one of the co-coordinators for the social media. So I basically run the Facebook page and administrate the Facebook group. We're working on the website and so on.
Right.
And then at the district and state levels, I am a central committee member. I'm the second vice chair of the 3rd District Democrats. I don't really do a whole lot with that role. And then in the state central committee, I am the chair of the voters and voting subcommittee. And we recently had a conference call about the new voter ID law. So
Great.
That's an example of what I would do.
Great. And Analea is also the wife of one of our past participants here in our Speaking of Caucuses. And most of the answers that came from us actually came from Analea, typing us messages throughout that event. So we really appreciate all she does for us. She's fantastic. And Michael
Thank you.
as well. Thank you. Good luck today. Okay, let's go over the rules of the game. It's really simple. We're going to go back and forth, alternating between our two contestants. We flipped a coin to see which one gets to go first. If you answer the question right, then the next person has the chance to pick the next category and value. If you answer the question wrong, the next person has the opportunity to try to steal your points. They'll, of course, get to ask the next question and so forth until we get to the end of all questions. Today's categories are a lot of fun for us. They are Iowa Legislature, the Redcoats, True Blue, Author, and that was their best idea? Let's have some fun. I have one more person to introduce to you, and that is our scorekeeper, Tierney Coughlin, my daughter. And Virgie Sanford is our first contestant. So Virgie, why don't you go ahead and get us started? Pick a question and a value.
Okay, I'll take Iowa legislatures for 10.
Known as a friend to laborers and the working class, he is the lone Western Iowa Democratic representative in the Iowa House. He represents House District 15.
Who is Charlie McConkey?
That is correct. Who is Charlie McConkey? The next question goes to Analea.
Let's do True Blue for 10.
Confined animal feeding operations, CAFOs, only need to score at this percentage on the master matrix to get a passing grade. It's a failing grade in most other scales.
What is 65%?
Oh, that is not correct. Virgie, would you like to try?
What is 50%?
That is correct. What is 50%? 50% failing in grade school, but apparently with the DNR, 50% is passing. Virgie, the board is yours.
Okay, let's say that was their best answer for 10.
That was their best idea.
Oh.
71% of Iowans support restoring funding to this women's health organization. Its funding was cut by Republicans in 2017.
What is Planned Parenthood?
That is correct. What is Planned Parenthood? Analea, the board is yours.
Let's try redcoats for 10.
This Iowa congressional representative is known for his white supremacist leanings and has been known to keep a Confederate flag on his desk.
Who is Steve Kicky King?
That is correct. Representative Steve Kidd. Marjorie?
Okay, how about our author for 10?
Author for 10. Here we're seeking the authors. He wrote Common Sense. You can answer or pass.
I'll pass.
And
Who is Thomas Paine?
correct. Who is Thomas Paine? Okay, so the board goes to Analea.
Iowa legislature for 20.
He was the Iowa State Senate Majority Leader from Potawatomi County, District 8, until 2016.
Who is Mike Grunstall?
That is correct.
We miss you, Mike.
Who is Mike Grunstall? There he is. There's his lovely mug. We're so grateful to have Mike still actively involved in county politics as well. He's still around all the time. Marjorie?
Okay, how about that was their best idea for 20?
This program would funnel tax dollars away from public schools and towards private schools or to completely unregulated home schools.
What is charter school?
Nope, not what we're looking for. Analea?
What is the voucher and ESA program?
What is the voucher program? That is correct. School vouchers. Back to the board.
Let's do the redcoats for 20.
These platitudes are kind gestures that do very little in a practical sense to stop bullets from killing students.
What are thoughts and prayers?
That is correct. What are thoughts and prayers? We certainly want to encourage them, but there's more that needs done. Marjorie?
True blue for 20.
True blue for 20. This former Treasury Department economist is running for the U.S. House of Representatives in Congressional District 3. Concentration of wealth is one of the focuses of his campaign.
I'm gonna have to pass on that one.
Okay. Analea, would you like to take a shot at that?
Who is Austin Farrick?
That is correct. Who is Austin Farrick? Austin is just one of 6 Congressional District 3 candidates, so we have a lot of them to learn about. Who's the board? Analea's got the board.
Let's do author for 20.
Though believed to be only semi-literate, he is credited as author of The Art of the Deal.
Who is Donald Trump?
That is correct. Donald Trump, author of Art of the Deal, and quite possibly not the strongest reader. Virtually, the board's yours.
Let's do Iowa legislature for 30.
She is known for voting against women's health by supporting the reduction of funds to Planned Parenthood in Iowa. She is being challenged by Steve Gorman for her House District 16 seat in 2018.
Who is Marianne Hanusa?
That is correct. Who is Marianne Hanusa? Her challenger there, Steve Gorman, running for the House District seat, and we're wishing Steve all the best. Analea?
Redcoats. It's a good category.
Redcoats for 30?
Yep.
For 30. Glenn Hurst, your host and Potawatomi County Board of Supervisors candidate. My goodness. And Tierney's father has been named number 1 on the hit list of this ultra-right pack.
Oh, I don't know the name, but what is Jeff Jorgensen's pack?
You're hitting the right neighborhood, correct? Do you want to try, Bergerie?
I tried. I can't think of the name.
I hate to give them any type of advertising here, but it's the Republicans for, what is the Republicans for Conservative Values PAC? At last check, they had up to 3 people following their webpage. Vergerie.
Okay, let's do True Blue for 30.
Kate Bolton, Democratic candidate for governor, is seen defending this chapter of the Iowa Code related to collective bargaining for public employees.
Is it chapter 20?
Chapter 20 is correct. Analea.
Author for 30.
He is author of The Audacity of Hope, Thoughts on Reclaiming the American Dream.
Who is former President Obama?
Who is Barack Obama indeed? Vergerie.
Okay, that was their best idea for 30.
This party is solely responsible for stripping Iowa public unionized employees of all bargaining options except base wage.
Republican Party?
That is correct. Who is the Republican Party? Analea?
The Redcoats for 40.
Getting only 15% of the vote in his first primary in 2014, 3rd District Congressman David Young came in this place in the Republican primary in that year.
What is 5th place?
That is correct. What is 5th place?
Okay,
Marjorie?
let's do our author for 40.
She is the primary author and editor of Iowa's blog Bleeding Heartland.
Who is Heather Ryan?
Oh, not correct, but good guess. That's a good guess. Analea, do you know who it is?
Who is Laura Bellin?
That's correct, Laura Bellin. The board is Vergeries.
No, I think that one was mine.
Oh, that was yours, Analea.
Iowa legislature for 40.
From SD 18, she is the state Senate minority leader. She replaced Rob Hogg in this role in October of 2017.
Who is Senator Janet Peterson?
That is correct. Who is Janet Peterson? Vergerie?
That was their best idea for 40.
If schools were renamed this, Iowa Republican lawmakers might want to pass legislation to protect the children dying inside.
I'm gonna have to pass.
I'm going to pass on that one.
Coming to
Analea,
me.
do you have a guess on this one?
I saw this meme on Facebook.
Oh.
So it's really not fair, but what is uterus?
What is uterus? We would also accept womb or unmentionable female parts. The board now belongs to Analea.
Blue for 40.
One of 2 female Democratic candidates for Iowa governor. She is the past state chair of the Iowa Democratic Party.
Who is Dr. Andy McGuire?
That is correct. Dr. Andy McGuire, there she is right there. Kathy Glasson is the other female candidate for Democratic governor. The board belongs to Vergerie.
All right, let's do True Blue for 50.
Here, this former minor league baseball player is challenging Republican Steve King for his seat in Iowa's 4th congressional district. All right. Analea, do you know
Who
this one?
is J.D. Schulten?
J.D. Schulten is correct. I had the opportunity to meet J.D. up in Sioux Center, and he is young and enthusiastic, and we wish him and everybody who would possibly vote against Steve King the very best. Analea, the board is yours.
Well, speaking of Steve King, let's do Redcoats for 50.
The Tea Party's tactics were borrowed by this group, founded in 2017 to oppose the Trump agenda. It's named from a document written by former DC staffers.
What is indivisible?
That is correct. What is indivisible? A little unfair. Analea is one of the chair people for the indivisible group for Senate District 8. Vergerie?
Okay, let's do Iowa legislature for 50.
Of the 100 House seats, this is the number currently held by Democrats.
What is 15?
That's not correct. Analea?
What is 47?
Very close. What is 41? 41.
Well, I was going to say not enough.
Not
That
enough.
wasn't an
Not
answer.
enough would have been an acceptable answer as well. I don't think we'd have given you points, but we certainly would have agreed with you. The board is Analea's.
Well, author for 50.
Alexander Hamilton, James Madison, and John Jay wrote the Federalist Papers and published them under this pseudonym.
What is Publius?
That is correct.
I don't know if I pronounced that.
What is Publius? That's how I would pronounce it as well. Here is the last question. The last question is, that was their best idea for 50, and this one goes to Vergerie. Though opposed by the Potawatomi County Sheriff, supervisors Tom Hannafin and Justin Schultz were both interested in allowing this in the county courthouse.
I'm gonna have to.
It's all right.
Pass on that. I'm gonna have to pass.
Analea?
What is guns?
What is concealed carry or open carry of firearms?
So technically not right.
So yeah, it was close. You know, the point of this is for us to have a good time and for us to learn a little bit about what's going on in our county. I learned a lot putting this together. I'm so grateful to both of you for coming and agreeing to participate. Thank you, Tierney, for being our scorekeeper. Thank you again, and tune in 2 weeks for a live show, Speaking of Iowa. Until then, I'm Glenn Hurst. Thanks.